Okay, today we're doing Module 3, Systems of Equations and Inequalities. Our REI.6 levels 1 through 3 reteach. Just as a quick reminder, when we graph, we always want to make sure it's in slope-intercept form, where y is by itself. We need to remember that m stands for slope and b stands for the y-intercept. So what I like to do is identify my slope and y-intercept for each of my graphs before I even begin. M is that number in front of x, so this would be -3, and in this case it would be 4. In this one, m is 3, and in this case it's -2. I like to circle where I start. I also know that when I graph, I like it as a fraction. We always start on the y. So taking a look at the very first one, we're going to start on 4 on the y. And since it's positive, we start at a positive 4. Now it's -3, so we're going to go down 3 and to our right. And we're going to continue all the way till we can't go any further. And we're always going down 3. And always going to my right, to be right. After I can't go anymore, I need to do the reverse to go left. So I'm going to go up 3 and over 1. And I'm going to quickly draw a straight line. So taking a look at the next one, we're going to start at -2 on the y. And this time I'm going up 3 and over 1. And I would continue this all the way until I can't go anymore. Then I go back to the orange dot and I do the reverse, going down 3 and over 1. Now it's very, very important that we find out where they meet. They meet at the red dot. Keep in mind it's always x, y. So I went over 1 and up 1, so my answer to this problem is 1, 1. Taking a look at the next one, we know m equals 1 because that's the number in front of x, and b is 2. This one is a special case, and I would say it's a vertical line. It's the only time I start on the x. So this, we always start on the y, and in this case, I'm going to start at 2. So I'm going to start at 2, and this is a positive slope, so I'm going to go up and over 1 all the way until I can't go anymore. Then I go back to the orange dot, and I go down and over to my left 1. Now, we know that this one is a vertical line because it says x equals. When it says x, I do start on the x-axis, which is right here, and I know it's a vertical line, and I'm going to go right here, and it's going to meet right here on the red dot, and my answer is -3, 1, and to my left 3 and down 1. Taking a look at this one, these two I cannot graph yet because y is not by itself. So I'm going to subtract x, so I get a negative. Y equals -x plus 3. I usually like the x right after the equal sign. I cannot have a negative y, so y equals x minus 3. I'm going to put a box around here and go m equals and b equals. M is 1 and b is -3. On this one, I'm going to subtract 7x. I get -7y. I get -7x minus 3. I'm going to divide by -1, and y equals 7x plus 3. And my m is 7 and my b is 3. Again, I like to circle my b. I like to start, we always start on the y. I'm going to do the first equation, and we start at -3, and then we go up and over. Up 1 and to my right 1. After I go there, I go left, down 1 until my left 1. Connect the points, and we are done. Starting on the last one, we do 1, 2, 3. We're on a +3. This time it's a +7, so I go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and over 1, and then I go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and over 1. and down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and over 1. And they meet right here. And where they meet is I went over -1 and down 4. Taking a look at the last graphing problem, I'm going to subtract 4x. So I get y equals -4x plus 2. And then I'm going to have m equals -4 and b equals 2. On the next one, I'm going to subtract x. I get -y equals -x plus 3. Cannot have a -y, so y equals x minus 3, and m equals 1, and b equals -3. So on this one, I'm going to start on 2, and I like it as a fraction, so I'm going to go down 4 and to my right one. And then I'm going to go back to the orange dot and go up 4 and to my left one. And then we're going to connect the dots. Now we're going to start at -3. And we like it as a fraction. So I'm going to go up and over 1 to my right. And then after that, I'm going to go to that orange dot and do the reverse down into my left one. And they meet here at the red dot, and my answer is 1, -2. So now let's take a look at substitution. Substitution means we're going to take somebody's spot. So in this case, I notice that we have both y's. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to move it up over here. So I'm going to get x minus 3 equals 4x minus 9. I'm going to subtract x and I'm going to get -3 equals 3x minus 9. I'm going to add 9 to both sides. And I'm going to get 6 equals 3x, divide by 3, and x equals 2. I'm going to come over here and make an answer blank. I know x is the first one, so I'm going to put that there. Then I'm going to do y. I have 2 equations to choose from. I think the last one is the easier one, so I am going to plug in my 2 to that equation, and I get y equals -1, and that's my y. Taking a look at the next one, I need to get a variable by itself, so I am going to get y by itself. That's what I'm choosing to do. I am going to subtract 4x, and I get -4y equals -4x. I'm going to divide by -4, and y equals x. Now I like to put a parentheses around it, and I usually like to box and star. So anytime I see y into this other equation, I'm going to put in x. So let's go and take a look. So we go -7x plus 4, and I'm going to put in my x, and then I'm going to get equals 24. Well, that's just going to get me a -3x equals 24. I'm going to divide by -3, and x equals -8. So I'm going to come over here. My answer blank is -8. Then I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to just put in -8, and I know y is also -8. So let's do a couple more. Taking a look at the next one, I want to get y by itself. I'm going to use this one. So I'm going to subtract 6x. And I get 6y equals -6x. I'm going to divide by 6, and y equals -x. I'm going to star and box it. I'm going to replace that one up here with this y. So I am going to go -7x plus 2, and then I'm going to put in my -x equals 18. So I get -7x minus 2x equals 18, which is -9x equals 18. I'm going to divide by -9, and x equals -2. come over here and put my -2. Then I'm just going to put it into my equation. I have a minus and a minus, so that will make it a +2. Taking a look at this one, I'm usually looking for the positive, so I'm going to add y to both sides. So I get x equals 13 plus y. Put a box around it. I'm going to star it, and I'm going to place it for this x up here. So I'm going to go 4, and then I'm going to put in 13 plus y equals, so I'm going to have 13 plus y, and then I'm going to have 13 plus y plus 2y equals 10. I'm going to need to distribute, so that's going to get me 52 plus 3y plus 2y equals 10, combined like terms. And I am going to get, it's not 3y, it's 4y. Sorry. I am not thinking. So it is 52 plus 4y plus 2y equals 10. I'm going to correct that, and we get 52 plus 6y equals 10. I'm going to subtract 52, and I get 6y equals 42. Divide by 6, and y equals, this should be a -7. I'm going to come over here with the one I starred, and I go 13 minus 7, and x equals 6. So my answer is 6, -7. So let's take a look at elimination. I'm going to pause this video, and we'll do elimination on the next one.